Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Ritt. I'm an artist and a tarot reader, and today's reading feels as if we are once again making a fresh start and moving in a new direction. So what I'm getting is that we've come from a place, the word that I'm getting actually is very interesting, it's disrepair. So it's like we've had to kind of pick ourselves up from the rubble and dust ourselves off and find peace. This feels very much like a continuation of maybe the past couple of readings, that feeling of creating, destroying. And so no sooner have we come from one wave of chaos or having to rebuild and repair and find that bit of peace, you know. So the way this feels is that I'm seeing Ace of Cups in the past. Now this is a really lovely, peaceful energy. There's that feeling of spiritual and emotional fulfillment with this. Cups are water, so they get into that territory of emotion and psychic knowing, and I feel like spirituality in general. But it's also next to this guy, Knight of Pentacles reversed, and so I'm just getting that feeling of rubble. It's that theme again of like building up and knocking down. I mean, this is a solid builder energy. Pentacles are earth. They speak to that, just like that very solid building of a foundation, constructing things. If you think of earth as the material realm, really making things manifest on this physical plane. Here he's reversed and he's next to this energy. So again, it feels as if we've, yeah, I just keep getting this in-between energy of like building up and breaking down, and building up and breaking down. And this kind of having to be something that we return to again and again, this more peaceful energy, this, you know, because in the midst of all this chaos, there has to be something more fulfilling to turn to and to rely on and to get sustenance from. And I feel like that's this energy here. So it's good that we've been able to tune into this, you know, that we've found peace in one form or another, even as the world around us feels so uncertain. I think that's maybe part of what I'm getting here. Earth turned on its head is, yeah, actually the other word that I'm getting is impermanence, you know? When something is built, there's this wonderful feeling of solid structure, you know, like I built this with my own two hands, whatever it was, a business, an empire, a house, a way of being in the world, you know, because even as it's the earth element, pentacles can transcend the solidity of earth and still get into like structure or resources, time and energy as more ethereal resources. So interesting that pentacles are earth and they can also go beyond physicality. So here I am seeing that again, it's almost cyclical. Now I'm thinking of just the roundness of earth, the roundness of pentacles. We've been going through cycles of creating and breaking down, building up, breaking down. And again, there is more of a constant in this energy where we at least can return to whatever our sources are for peace of mind, getting a good night's sleep, feeling replenished, meditating, eating a meal that just really fills us on multiple levels. That's this energy. It's like a spiritual, emotional sustenance that we are returning to. So good on us that we're able to find that within these crazy times. So that's a layer of this. This is in the past position. So this is what we've come from. Currently, what I'm getting here with this messenger energy, Knight of Cups, now cups are water. So again, they speak to that emotional realm. There's also this feeling, and I remember learning this ages ago. I believe the site is called Angel Fire. This guy as psychic messenger. It feels as if, as he's in the reversal here with Three of Swords, some kind of information has been relayed that's been really intense, really painful, or clarifying and also painful. I know I have felt smack dab in the middle of this, for sure, for sure. It's so here we have the air element, which speaks to that more cerebral energy of the mind. But 3 is also about communication, and it's such a visceral image. And so we've been getting clear on things, and not in the easiest way, not in the funnest way. You know, I mean, that's again, that's what this can really speak to, is getting clear. I'm thinking of an expression a friend of mine says. I know it's not hers alone, but she's coming to my mind. The expression, like ripping off a Band-Aid. This energy can feel like ripping off a Band-Aid. So there's a clarity, you know, okay, message received. There's a clarity there. And also, from that clarity, we're in a better place to move in a new direction. Here you have Page of Wands. Rods and wands are the same. I always point that out. This is a younger energy, and it's fire. And so this energy points to newness and new direction. And he's kind of the embodiment of new direction. If you think of knights as more actively moving in any one direction, this is kind of like, what I'm getting is the birth of a new direction, you know? So something really important has been birthed from whatever painful information has come to light, or whatever clarifying information has come to light. Yeah, the other word I'm getting here is astringent. So again, that kind of like sour feeling, you know, like this could be souring, or it could be sobering. It could also be really freeing, but there's just this feeling of like burning sensation, and then it gets easier. And I do feel like with this new direction that's being born from whatever this pain is, or whatever this kind of harsh, sobering clarity is, it's worth it. That's the other thing that I'm getting. It's worth it. Because fire also, I feel like there's this sense of independence and personal freedom that comes with this energy. And paired with the fact that, you know, this is a younger guy, you know, the Page is Knight's younger brother. There really is that feeling of newness. It's kind of like new on top of new, you know, because fire brings that to the forefront anyway. And then also with this younger energy. Yeah, I'm just getting that theme is repeating. The words that I'm getting again are disrepair and repair, and then new direction. Now, going forward, this feels like a very specific message. What I'm getting is that we're going to have the opportunity to explore and really go where we haven't before. And so the way that feels is we've got Four of Cups reversed. This is a card that speaks to opportunities being presented to us without necessarily being able to see them so clearly. It's kind of like, even as this cup is right in front of this person, they're staring off into the distance. There's a feeling of introspection, or just sometimes refusal to even see whatever's before us as an opportunity to go in that new direction or capitalize on something important for us. So Here it's reversed. And I do get that very direct sense that it is about actually taking this opportunity. Also because it's paired with a very nervous energy here with Nine of Swords. This is an energy that speaks to not being able to see clearly because we're so anxious, because we're so stuck in our own thought patterns that are bringing us down. Now, interesting again, I know I had kind of not felt that happy with older books that I was looking at and trying to learn a little bit more from, because as a tarot reader, there's always more to learn and explore and absorb about the nuances of these beautiful cards that I have the pleasure of working with every day. But again, I think I have to give it to one of these older books that I've been looking through. It may be Eden Gray. Just looked quickly, and whereas I always associate this energy with anxiety and not being able to see clearly, one of these books points out that the anxiety is around making a decision. And so the way this reads to me is that as opportunities present themselves and we move toward taking them, we also hold ourselves back. There's that push-pull of should I, shouldn't I? And so that's actually what clues me into the fact that whatever this is an opportunity presenting itself, and it feels like a big deal because there's this nervousness surrounding it, and that should I, shouldn't I? The whole question of, what decision should I make? And I recognize that because we are a big, broad collective of people, and I'm picking up on this energy for us, that decision is going to be different for each and every one of you. But I will say that it is really important to see this energy for what it is when it comes up for you, So it's not the kind of energy that you want to inform your decisions, because when we're stuck in our anxiety, it's kind of impossible to see the forest for the trees, and it doesn't really allow us to tap into our wisdom, our inner guide. It kind of blocks that. It's the mind getting in the way. And so it's going to be important, again, whatever we decide about these opportunities that are presenting themselves to us, it's going to be important to soothe this as best we can. So, really that kind of goes right back to tapping into this energy. How vital and life-giving this kind of energy is, because with Ace of Cups, again, this speaks to spiritual fulfillment and inner peace. And however you arrive at that, there's an importance to finding it and just cherishing it, holding on to it, remembering that this is there to tap into. So whether that's you praying to your God or meditating or just having a really lovely interaction with the person you love, that you're around, and you find yourself opening up and relaxing. However you arrive at this is kind of the perfect place to inform your decisions. And interesting too that the cup is being handed to this person, So what that's telling me in relation to this energy here is that we may know this energy in one form or in another form. Whatever these opportunities are, they may speak to finding new forms of spiritual fulfillment, Because I'm just making that connection between these two, that whatever these opportunities are, it is most likely going to feel really, really good to take them. But again, to navigate them from a place of peace, from a place of remembering ourselves, and from a place of listening into our deeper knowing, and from that relaxed place where we can think clearly and we can receive divine information clearly. Yeah, so that whatever we decide, again, that we make the best possible decision for ourselves in regard to this new territory that we are on our way to explore. You know, I feel as if this is about exploring possibilities. Again, I keep getting this, just on the road to fulfillment is what we can really have for ourselves if we stay open enough. And again, part of it is just recognizing when we're in this mode and stepping away from it. I've learned a really wonderful new tool, actually, from a different YouTube channel that I love called Therapy in a Nutshell. And the woman whose channel it is talks about naming it to tame it, name it to tame it. And so when we take a minute to actually name out loud whatever we're feeling, the energy around that emotion can shift. So whether that's anxiety, sadness, uncertainty, disappointment, fear, all of that fits right into this energy, by the way, this territory of Nine of Swords. The minute we do that, we take a little bit of our power back. And I notice for myself, when I do that, there's a visceral shift in my energy and my head clears, even just a little bit. It's very powerful, and it allows me to be at least a little bit closer to my own version of this, you know, finding my own peace again. So yeah, just a little extra food for thought I thought I'd throw in there, because it's making such a powerful impact on me to be able to do little things like that that really just affect me profoundly. And so then the artwork that I pulled, once again, it's the same. I mean, I feel like this one keeps coming up for us, and there is that continued theme of building. And you know what I'm getting this time around? Structure, known and unknown. So this almost feels like energy that we feel, you know, that there's all this possibility for new directions that we can move in, new pathways that are kind of ripe and ready to manifest for us, you know. And so there's the structures that we know, there's the things that we've already got on our plate, right, that we're working with. And there's a solidity to those. There's, at least we know what they are, right? They're familiar. And then there's all of these big unknowns. You know, there's all of this possibility, and all of this kind of feels like free-floating energy, you know? And yeah, once again, that same that same slogan from my old yearbook is coming up. The future is wide open. It's like there's all of this juicy possibility that's kind of in the ether. And what I feel like is that the opportunities presenting themselves to us, they're a way forward, you know, and they speak to pathways to fulfillment, where new things really can manifest and materialize for us. And I feel like, again, this is the birth of that new direction. It feels as if we've already gotten maybe more than a glimpse about new things in our lives that are taking shape, that we are realizing we'd like more of, you know, new directions that we'd like to advance for ourselves and really progress forward with. I guess that's the best way to put that. So we already have a glimpse, and this almost feels like the vehicle that can bring us that much further forward if we allow it for ourselves. So again, I think that maybe the biggest challenge is just recognizing this energy for what it is, our anxiety, our fear. I feel like fear of the unknown more than anything as it comes up. And then trusting in all of the possibility of this energy, you know, these opportunities, whatever they are, they're going to be presenting themselves, and it's going to be, the words that I'm getting are, it's going to be interesting times. It's going to, another cliche is coming through, variety is the spice of life. I feel as if this is some spice of life that's really wanting to come through for us. And all we have to do is find the willingness that will move us forward and allow us to really receive the benefits of whatever these opportunities are as we take them, you know? So, yeah, interesting reading as always. I know I always say interesting reading because each and every one is unique and interesting, and I hope that it's been helpful for you, you know, those of you tuning in. And for anyone interested in supporting me and supporting this channel, please check out my Patreon page. The link is down below. And I hope that you all have a wonderful spring day, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.